23. McRae fashions a clever little kick and finds Sweet. Aggressive kick into the middle. Jones is the target. Well done, Richards. Drifted across, makes the intercept. He's got Khamis deep inside 50 at the top of the square. Gives it off to Dale. Floats a kick inside 50. It'll come to Khamis. Lucks a fortune, opening goal to blue. So Geray couldn't control it, but here comes Richards, who started well. Spears the kick, but only as far as Jack McRae. Bontempelli calls for it longer. Caleb Daniel without the helmet. Inside 50. Lobb called out of it by Naughton, then wins it on the deck. Here's Lockie Sullivan, the VFL best and fairest. Feeds it to Ugle-Hagan, and White respond. Nicely worked goal. Some good
chance will come soon enough.
Only 25 years of age as well, so plenty of footy still in front of Lockie Sullivan. Blue will take the advantage. Away comes Riley West, and that is magnificent delivery onto the chest of Khamis. And Buko a chance to go back and kick his second.
Hates losing a contest, and he'll fight tooth and nail to win the ball.
And without Josh Dunkley in this lineup this year, more opportunities for the likes of Riley West to get involved. And Buku Khamis with a lovely set shot. And
he's been great. I think obviously plays that wing role really well. He's got good fitness, good leg speed, and uses the ball really well. I think the satisfying thing this preseason has been his unselfishness and his ball use going forward. So he's been a great addition.
Dan most of his opportunities. Leading rebounder for the Dogs last year by a fair margin. And from 50 metres out, strikes it sweetly, and it was never in doubt. So silky. Bailey Dale, little handball out wide. Oscar Baker. Good pressure here from Blue. They don't release the football. Harris, Treloar. Now Richards. Spears it low. Beautiful kick. And he finds Luke Gota. Added a little bit of space, but now Williams confronted by the zone. Bruce, Maple. He'll take some territory. Blue have got some numbers back, but Darcy the only one to really fly at it. And he takes the grab right on 50. And now retraining as a defender.
Yeah, and Josh will tell you he spent his first couple of years at GWS as a defender, so he knows the role pretty well. And I think he's been a great addition with his experience down there, and he's played some good footy in the summer. Well,
that one got over the back of the contest, and that's a lovely snap at goal from Dan Orgill. He to Richards. Pressure came from Lobb. Richards penetrating kick into the path of Bontempelli. It sits nicely for the skipper. Looks up, heads goalward. Treloar will come over the top of McRae. Well done, Jack McRae. Critical grab, took it well. That kick from Cleary to Baker. Had to go quickly. Sullivan stands underneath it as Darcy comes over the top and takes the grab. Can go to Lobb one-on-one. He's got a couple of metres on Richards, and Rory's got it right on 50. McLean tracks back hard. You've got Ugle-Hagan in the pocket. He'll go deeper to McLean, and Toby's got it. And a lot of congestion inside 50 here. Going to be hard to find some space, so we'll just pop it up for Ugle-Hagan, who takes it out in front of his face. Orgill to Dale. Down the line, nicely read by Daniel. Picks it off. Looks for an option inside 50, and that is perfect to Ugle-Hagan, a defender's nightmare. Is throughout the day. Naughton, inside 50. Jones flew over the top of the pack. It spills to the deck. McLean tries to get it to Smith, who with strength gets rid of McComb. McRae off to Scott. Floats it high towards the square. Can Smith get there? He can, but it's already cleared the line. That is a lovely finish. Good goal for White early in this second term. Bontempelli against Bailey Smith. Sweet tried to get it to Liberatore. Got there in the end. Libba bangs it on that left boot. Gets good distance on the breeze. Out comes Liam Jones and takes one of those trademark full-chested.
Plenty there to offer with Sam, and he's going to be an exciting player for the future for a fair while.
Josh Bruce, another who can play at both ends of the ground. Predominantly won it back in 2014, third in 20, third in 21, just so consistent. Strikes that one really well. Really well. Lovely finish from Libba, did it easily. White with all the momentum right now. This is Jared Gilby. Drives towards the pocket. Lobb gets to position. Didn't get his hands up in the end. Gardner tried to get it to the line. Couldn't do so. And Jones will finish and scores a level. We've got ourselves a good contest.
Brand of footy, which a lot of clubs are obviously trying to do nowadays. And it's on show now.
Sullivan wins that clearance. Kicks to half forward. That is a great strong mark from Ugle-Hagan. Up against Ryan Gardner. He's taken the grab, and Ryan's just got up a little sore, really hanging on to that left forearm. But just in that awkward contest, And a 50-metre penalty was paid to Ugle-Hagan as a result of the activity up around the square. He goes forward, kicks the goal. Need some time in possession here. Can they get back on top? They can't right now. It's all one-way traffic. White completely dominant. Liberatore goes inside 50. McLean, good strong contest with Duray in there as well. But they come again, do White. This is Sullivan. He heads goal and they've kicked another. Well, this has been a complete turnaround in the second quarter. Caroline Springs and the Western Jets. So a delivered at the top of the square, and Bontempelli in a sight that will make Bulldogs fans very pleased.
Or a midfielder. It's pretty dangerous for any defence in the league that we'll be facing. So it's pretty exciting with...
Find Gardner for you as soon as we can. Stretton wins one out of the middle for Blue. So the tide turning a little bit their way now. Inside 50. Good juggling effort there from Josh Chatfield. He had 11 VFL games for Footscray last year, did Josh. He slots that one. And just as Tim O'Brien suggested, high to half forward. Jones versus Darcy. Third man across is Crozier. So much for your company at halftime and all those insights. Best of luck for the road ahead.
Thanks, Jace.
We'll have another special guest, Riley Garcia, joining us in just a moment as Goda goes from the boundary line. What a way to start the third term. Magnificent finish. Players such as yourself who's had midfield experience at other levels of footy to now get a chance potentially at AFL level as Smith sweeps it wide to Williams. He drives it deep towards the pocket, working hard to get there and taking a fantastic grab is Cody Rack. Okay, let's have a look. Rack steps around on the left boot.
Oh, he's covered it short.
And he's passed it beautifully and
good
set up
ball.
a goal. There you go, just the way he drew it up. Kai Stretton, front and centre, takes the crumb, kicks the goal. Good day, he's up against Bruce now. Nicely done by Stretton. Off to Scott. Floats it to a one-on-one inside 50. Good grab taken by Jamison Ballantyne.
Great mark.
Across the summit, to just work on your game, see where that next level of ability is, and Jamison Ballantyne does it well. Kicks a goal.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's...
Lovely hit to Crozier, who spent it before he completed the grab. Baker laid the tackle. It opened the door for English. Now Ugle-Hagan. He'll drive it back towards the square. Naughton's got the sit.
That's where he does his best work, up in the air.
Darcy all potentially through that rotation as well. Should hopefully make life a little easier for Aaron.
Yeah, that's the plan. Yeah.
Break. Well done, Arthur Jones. That little hand in there was important. Blue were just about to stream off into space. Instead, it might be a late chance for White. Trelaw will go high. Naughton sits underneath it. Back with the flight was Jones. Lobb in the end, the beneficiary.
Wasn't that great by Liam Jones? Just showed
to our premiership ambitions.
Kellett dragged off his kick. And tackle was high from Trelaw for 2-3 years. It's really important, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure. I think the best thing about that is we do have most lines covered with experience. So the younger guys, like myself, the last few years have had really good mentors to learn off. And
probably about 10 players in the mix for those for round one.
Yep, great problem to have.
It is, and that's a great grab by Naughton up in the middle of the pack. Hits the ground, moves it on quickly because he's got Lobb in a one-on-one and he likes those odds. Off hands, Jones and Smith involved. Trelaw slaps it forward cleverly to Bontempelli. Penetrating kick from 50. Naughton might have just had a piece of Liam Jones's jumper. He got away with it. And he does. 2 goals for Aaron Naughton. Side 50. Jones will go back with a flight. Well done, Lobb. Flipped it to the front. Willoughby couldn't get free of the Crozier tackle. Keith had it picked by Bontempelli. And an easy one there for Toby McLean. Last year at local level, a couple of games in the VFL as well. And that is a sensational kick. Ballantyne to Smith. That just opened up the entire forward 50. Rack, will it sit for him? Does the team thing. Beautifully executed goal, and that all came from that kick from Luke Goda as McComb finishes.
I think in terms of the leadership, it's been really good so far, and even just to have a leadership group that's been untouched. I think that might be the first time at my time at the club. Nice one from Naughty. He's one of the boys in that group. So settling into his second year at the leadership group, Naughty.
The option's short. It's Richards. Look at the congestion inside 50. So Blue just need to work their way through it. These are the sort of scenarios Cody's talking about. McPherson spears it low and flat. Khamis to a Year 6 excursion to the footy. First time he really had any exposure to it. He's kicked his third. And the great thing about it was, got to get it to the outer side and go. Daniel's going to have to wait. Well done, Richards. Knew it was coming, and Ed could finish it here. He can take it inside 50, wants to step inside Bruce, does do so, and then delivers to Ned Harris, who can take some time off the clock, go back and finish it. Little ball to Liberatore in 21, second last year. Looks set for another great season in 2023. He steps up and slots it through for his second.
Buddy tackle by Morris, dropping the ball. Boyd took the advantage and played on from inside the centre square. Boyd's kicked the goal. Boyd's kicked the goal from inside the centre. I can't believe that. Boyd has kicked the goal.